Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have quite a few different things to go and cover up over here when it comes to the PlayStation news, general gaming news, and also a really big PlayStation 5 sale. Now, if you guys do or do not know, we've actually covered this and promoted quite a bit on the channel itself. That's why I always mention, like, Amazon links down below, blah, 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 blah. But there actually is right now one of the best and even bigger and even better sales going on right now for the PlayStation, where you're essentially buying your console, but also getting a game literally for free. So we're going to go talk about this, talk about some bunch of cool stuff, actually a lot of good news. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Swing by the Twitch stream down below in case you guys are bored and want to say hi, or as well follow up the Twitter too and subscribe, notifications on. Let's go and dive into the business. So very first and foremost, a little bit of a quicker thing too as well, in case you guys have missed it, or for some odd reason still have not bought your PlayStation 5 consoles, or as well, for some odd reason, maybe you have like a friend, cousin, nephew, want to get something for a birthday present, holiday coming up. I have no idea whatever else you'd want to do. Maybe you just want to be nice. Maybe for your kids. Maybe for the summer. Maybe you're a parent. I don't know. Whatever you guys are. There actually is once again an even bigger now sale coming out for the PlayStation 5 God of War bundle. Now, if you guys did or did not know, the PlayStation 5 console actually has been pretty solid. It was actually up around like a $510 price point. It was on a pretty big sale, and the original listing price was at $560. It was a pretty good bundle, and then obviously a few weeks ago, about a month ago or so, they actually had a chance to go and even have the bundle even on sale. Now, they did have the sale up here for quite some time, but right now they've even dropped down the price even more. So very first and foremost, obviously, if you guys care, the links are down below. If you guys want to share with one of your friends or family or Discord groups or whatever the heck you guys want to do too, like I said, is linked down below. But it does go to show that the console is once again dropping prices. Now, if you guys kind of remember, I initially said it probably seemed like Sony probably ramped up production quite a bit, maybe for the past holiday season, and then they probably just overproduced a few million consoles. I mean, maybe not a few million, but quite a few way extra consoles, because there's, well, not really much reason why they dropped the price too much, mainly because, well, they were selling like hotcakes in the first place. I also want to make sure the God of War Ragnarok sales are going good or something, not really sure. But either way, it was very weird and peculiar that the God of War bundle, which is obviously like the better of the two, was actually only like $10 more expensive than the normal original bundle. But as of right this second, the God of War Ragnarok bundle online, so like the Amazon link or whatever, is literally the same exact price as the online normal disc edition without the game. So first and foremost, if you guys know someone in the market, or you guys are in the market yourselves for a console, go and buy this instead of the disc edition. Now, if you want the digital or whatever, I can't stop you, but this actually seems absolutely perfect for us because, well, it's just a good, cheap price. I kept on saying, like I mentioned, they probably just overly produced consoles from like the semiconductor issues. They want to probably make sure they locked on in and made sure they could go and afford all these consoles and make sure they have like stock available. And that's probably why they keep lowering the price point. We don't know how long they'll stay at this very, like, in my honest opinion, kind of good bundle. Xbox, I do believe, has had quite a few sales, although it's still typically at the $500 flat price point. Although they've kind of thrown, like I said, some good sales and good cheaper stuff as well, or even Instagram deals. But it does kind of seem like PlayStation is lowering the price. Now, we haven't had this been like a 100% price confirmation for, well, more than like say a month, but it has been cheaper for like a month. It's been very, very cheap for quite some time. So just in case you guys do want to get your consoles, now is the time. It's crazy to see that this console that was ready still unavailable over like maybe like 7-8 months ago is now even pushing themselves on sale and even going even cheaper. So got to give a good thumbs up. It'd be kind of cool to see the digitals as well go on sale too, because it's kind of weird to see like the PS5 digital at like $560 when this is literally also $500, or the same thing with the disc edition being $500 when this is also you get the game for free. I don't know, but either way, really cool deal, very interesting to see, and we've even seen like news articles and stuff trying to pop on up saying it's at the lowest price point it's ever been. We've also been seeing this up on a few other various websites, but it does seem like Sony Direct and also just the Amazon links, probably the best and safest and cheapest ways. So once again, that is linked down below. Give me your thoughts and comments on that. Now, very first and foremost, we also have some pretty cool stuff for the Summer Games Fest, double whammy. So first and foremost, Capcom literally just announced, this is like very, very like recent, like only a few minutes ago, that there is a brand new Summer Games Fest announcement with Capcom Showcase starting on Monday, June 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So we're also going to see more news for Capcom. Capcom has had some Monster Hunter news, some other various gaming news, and as well, just been all around good. So they've been doing very well. They've been making a lot of money and probably one of the best gaming companies as of right now in terms of profitability. So fans are obviously kind of curious on what's going to be announced, and thankfully there is going to be at least some stuff being announced. Now, on the same topic too as well for the Summer Games Fest, E3 has been a very big hot topic. Basically, E3 has been gone for these past few years, and it did seem like the Summer Games Fest did kind of go and slide on in for that proper competition, says Jeff Keighley. I never say his name. But either way, like he basically kind of went and swooped on in to go and take and claim that spot. Now, he did have a really good presentation on this game's, like basically the Game of the Year awards, so it kind of seems like he was the person to kind of go step in. He likes the announcements, gives him a like basically a 6-month window between his two really big, I don't know, like showcases over here, and it just kind of seems like it's more of the actual vibe people want. A pure one-time showcase, put everything all together, and as well, you don't have to, if people want to do their individual showcases like Nintendo or Sony or Xbox, they can, and also kind of goes and cuts back on costs, because there was a really big drama when it comes to E3, when it came to them being overly charged on, say, booth space, trying to go charge people to actually show up to the convention centers, as well as also somewhat forcing these big head honchos like a Sony or Xbox to show up, and whenever they decide to say, hey, people are coming for us, not E3. You're just basically just a nice middle ground host. That's when things get a little bit more on the drama side. So he does go and give his condolences, saying it is heartbreaking to see, because E3 has been around for a very long time, but it does kind of seem like Jeff is, in all honesty, probably pretty happy because he's now the big head honcho. I'm not against it. I think his show's not too bad, and at the same time, as long as it keeps getting better and better and better, I do not mind that at all. But there has also been a lot of drama kind of complaining about him being the person who actually took out E3. A lot of folks are saying, like, this is the reason why it was canceled. This is the reason why people aren't happy. And, well, he did after 2020, after he split from E3, where he basically held his, like, previous Coliseum Live events. Because it was also very uncomfortable with the long-term organization's plans for E3, and he just wanted to hit things in his own way. I think E3 sort of just got rid of itself in a way. I understand why people say that basically my show got rid of E3, but I think if anything, we created the Summer Games Fest, and I built the Summer Games Fest because I saw the wheels turning off the wagon of E3. Now, I'm in the same boat. I actually support this. He's like, let me try to make this more homegrown and true to the gaming world. Obviously, it's my showcase, so if I think I can do it better, I will. And that's a very, very nice, admirable quality I like for folks. It's kind of like basically like your actions speak louder than your words. So he was like, hey, I want to have the gaming industry in my own certain way, or showcase a certain way, or I'm not liking the fan of how this is doing for E3 currently, so I'm going to go and put my money where my mouth is, and let's go make something better. So you got to give him some credit, because he, well, stood by it, and he also did, like, he put his money where his mouth was. He actually made a really better show. And he was a part of E3 for his life since he said he was even 15 back in 1995. It was defining his summer. He loves the games, and he wanted to go and step up and do it himself. So obviously he has his own sad moments where he wishes that E3 was still existing. He's still, just vibing in the first place. But he is now the new E3. He's replaced it. So, like, kind of just to throw in my own words, he probably has some pretty good eco vibes going on, because he is the successor. He basically overtook the original show that people cared about. And I gotta give him credit. I think he's done a pretty good job on it, and I've usually watched all of the Game of the Year awards, as well as also the brand new Summer Games Fest, and I usually go and coach those up in Twitch and all that if you guys want to follow. But either way, it kind of goes and says that, yeah, people are just sad, because they wanted to go and do cool things with E3, but it was more so like accelerating by publishers that wanted to go and, like, say, maybe going to his own convention instead. Because basically it's kind of split, and if they're kind of seeing more success or cheaper cost or just better business connections with the Summer Games Fest, and E3's had such a bad negative perception, it kind of makes sense. So, yeah, basically a lot of folks are saying he's like, it's not my fault. What do you want me to do? I just want to make sure we still had something out here to go and showcase over here for E3. And he was like, yeah, it may not be the most competitive, but it just may have just been the right time and the right place, and just wanted to go make sure that there was still something in the gaming world. So, you know what? Good on him. As long as he keeps on making good stuff, I'm A-okay with it. Now, we also even saw some pretty cool stuff for Final Fantasy, saying, giving these developer comments, does Final Fantasy VII Remake, you do have to play the original game to go and enjoy the game? And they say, nope, thankfully, we have made preparations so that players who did not have a chance to play through and beat the first game can still go and enjoy the brand new Final Fantasy game as well. We're keeping in these little developer talks every day, which is kind of a nice thing to go talk about, because I can't wait to go and play the game. We've also been seeing now that God of War is now officially the most profitable PlayStation brand for the gamer franchise. So basically right now, PlayStation is the most, I guess, sought after for God of War, because we also have all these brand new God of Wars and Ragnarok and all these random Amazon consoles, linked down below, making sure this is all kind of keeping it all profitable. And as well, very last but not least, it does seem like the brand new Amnesia game, which I do want to go play, is apparently all good. Like, apparently people are liking it. It's not the best, but not the worst game out there. But it's also up on Game Pass in case you guys do want to go checking it out, although I could be wrong. But yeah, either way, I've always enjoyed the Amnesia games, a little bit of spooky games too, and it seems like the overall reviews coming out so far has been pretty good. So if you guys want to, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. I'll probably hang out on Twitch right now if you guys are bored. Check out the Amazon links once again for all the Amazon consoles, and of course, give me your thoughts and comments down below.